Hello everybody, new camera, new mic, new shirt, same awesome hair. Although now it actually does look awesome on camera, so that's the big difference now. So, how's everybody doing? I'm feeling awesome, and I'm feeling a little nostalgic. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the past, namely the past of this channel, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of the channel. And let's start with some of the projects that I've had on the go at the time that I stopped recording. Uh, Obviously, I was trying to do Mario World 3D, I was trying to do Zelda Link to the Past, and I've got a whole bunch of other older projects I did not finish, including Front Mission and The Last Story. So, not going back to any of those projects. Lode Runner Online, however, if I can get my software to stop being a little bitch, pardon the language, but that's what it is right now. If I can get my computer to stop causing me some problems when I try to record that, then I will try to continue that series because it is one that I'm proud of. It is definitely a lost classic, that game, Lode Runner Online, and I definitely want to finish the 187 stages there are for you. And I did find a download link for a fan rebuild of the game, so same graphics, but it adds a couple of new features. The best one is being able to play the game with a gamepad. The original game only lets you use a 2-button joystick in conjunction with the keyboard, or you can just exclusively use the keyboard, which it's fine for one player, terrible if you want to do local multiplayer. So, yeah, the game does have 152 player stages, which, at least with the version I was playing, was unplayable at that point, namely because one, we'd have to share the keyboard, and two, the fact that nobody's got a real modem anywhere, so the online play wouldn't be working. Apparently, this new reboard fixes both those issues. It definitely fixes the controller issue. Tested, it works. It is a great feeling. So hopefully I can continue that series. I would love to continue that one. Board Game Arena. I did a whole bunch of videos on Board Game Arena. There's been a couple of new titles since then, so I might go back to Board Game Arena at some point. Again, depending on the capture software. And if there's any new features I want to show off in some of the games I've already covered. Because a lot of the games in real life have expansions released for it. So, for example, Race for the Galaxy has 5 or 6 expansion kits released for it, and a lot of those are now on Board Game Arena. Tokaido, same thing. They have 2 expansions for it, and I can play with or without them on Board Game Arena. Same with Seasons. So anything is possible with that. What else have I done in the past? I've, of course, done a few vlogs. I'm going to continue to do vlogs. It's a way for me to kind of practice my communication, which I feel has gotten better over the years. So, obviously, talking to more people, not just friends, but strangers as well, has helped me out a lot with speech, conversation skills. So, that's something I'm proud of for me over the past couple of years. I'm hoping that that turns into better videos for you guys to watch as well. So more vlogs perhaps, and well, not perhaps, definitely more vlogs. Will I be doing more Let's Plays? If I do, it'll be shorter games. There is one game I want to do that's coming out later this month. I'll have to check to see if my video capture software can pick it up. I wanted to do Child of Light, but my capture card didn't want anything to do with it. So hopefully I'll be able to bring this game to you when it comes out later this month. I won't tell you what it is just yet because I don't want to build up expectations and then drop the ball. I want to do a series on the Sega Master System. That's the console that I grew up with. Everybody else, my babysitters, my grandparents, my neighbors, everybody else had Nintendo Entertainment System. I had the Sega Master System. And how sweet of a deal is that? Because I can go to my friend's place, or my babysitter, or my grandparents, play the Mario games, the Mega Man games, Castlevania games, so on and so forth. Play all those games. I've even played the Terminator games. I don't recommend playing the Terminator games. They're awful. Awful. But the point is, I got my NES fix anywhere I went, and I got my Sega fix at home playing games like Space Harrier, Psycho Fox, Global Defense, Zillion, and a host of others. So I would love to bring a series about that console, my experiences with it, to you guys at some point this year. I'm going to be trying something different with it. It's actually going to be a series about the console and its games, and it's going to be scripted. I'm not one for scripts, so I actually do have to write a script, format it, make it kind of like a show. So hopefully it's something I can bring to you this year. It's going to be a lot of work, but if I can get that to you this year, awesome. And that's going to be the big video project I want to do for this year going forward. Do more vlogs, of course. I want to do one every week to 2 weeks, somewhere around there. It's Kelowna after all, and it is warming up, so that means more time on the beaches, more time at the wineries, more time at the disc golf course, because as I mentioned in my last video, I am an addict of disc golf. It's a great sport. For someone, my back is kind of crappy, so for someone like me, it's a great sport. I love playing disc golf. I've been to Arizona to play disc golf. That was fun. Just go to Phoenix and then try out like 3, 4, 5 different courses just because they have so many. Although next time I go to Phoenix, I'm definitely going to make a detour to the Grand Canyon. I kind of regret not doing that, but next time I go to Phoenix, detour to the Grand Canyon is a thing. So yes, travel stories. I might start sharing some travel stories. In real life board games, I might do some videos based on that. I'd love to. I've got about 50, 60 in the collection so far. And people are like, hey, you're on YouTube, why don't you do board game content? And I mean, I've done some with Board Game Arena, but I can do more board game content, hopefully. I'll let you know what form that will take. I'd like to do more music-related content. I'm not a musician. I've tried. I don't quite get the mechanics of music per se. But I know who's going to like this album. And I know who's going to like this album. Because I'm a fan of music. And I love pop music, punk music, metal music. The only thing I'm not really into is rap and hip-hop. So I can't speak for those genres, but there's many other genres and styles that I can't speak for. And actually, on the topic of music, a few weeks ago, HMV closed down in Canada, closed all their stores, went out of business. And it was discovered that a smaller company in Toronto is going to make the move into music. So, well, they already do music in Toronto. They're called Sunrise Records. But they're going to move into a larger chain format as opposed to the small handful of stores that they have in the Toronto area. So looking forward to them opening up, seeing what they have on offer. The stores, yeah, it will have some similarity to HMV in the fact that it'll have music and it'll have all sorts of loot as well, posters, movies, what have you. But I hear there's a greater emphasis on smaller independent acts and larger selections of music. And if that's true, then that store is going to be awesome, and I hope people buy into it. Because that is the biggest challenge with music, is getting people to buy into music. So, I hope this works out for Sunrise. I am super stoked about them coming to Kelowna. And fingers crossed, fingers are so crossed on that. So more music content, more board game content. I'm considering Magic the Gathering content. I've been playing Magic the Gathering on and off since 2001, with a focus on Commander. I found that Commander is a format that suits me very nicely. So I've been playing Commander since about 2011. Again, on and off, depending on who's around to play or not. I don't always have a chance to make it out to the game shops because I work shifts. But hopefully I can get some content like that for you if you would like to see it, of course. Just some deck techs. I'm not going to claim to be the master deck builder. I'm not. But of course there's a few cards that I use that other people may not have considered, and I found them fun to use, so there you go. And I've got quite a selection of Commander decks also. When you build up a collection of cards over 16 years, that happens. So yeah, so some Commander content, Sega content, maybe a new Let's Play, hopefully finish one of my older ones. Those are my 2017 resolutions, and I hope to be able to bring that all to you this year. So with that in mind, I do plan on doing more vlogs as well, maybe once every week to 2 weeks. So again, we'll see how that goes. Gives me a chance to speak to you guys more often. And actually, I found already that I'm speaking better than I did in my old videos, so I hope that holds true in the weeks to come. So with that in mind, guys, I've got to get going. I'll see you all next time.